Alright, what's up guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be discussing a hot topic and a hot question that's been put on the sphere and just been spoken about in general in the last couple months and maybe even in the last year. So this question is Rainbow Six Siege dying? So since 2015, Rainbow Six Siege has been working hard to sit in the highest echelon of the FPS genre, and there's been some recent news and from Ubisoft that they're not making so much money and they're sort of failing in the revenue category and they're just not making significant gains in the hardship. So we're going to be talking about, is Rainbow Six Siege dying, and could we lose developer support for the game? So if we're looking at clear player accounts, that Siege player base is significantly declined. So the all-time peak of Rainbow Six Siege was 200k. This is PC only, not including Uplay and not including console. I know a lot more people play Siege on console, and a lot of people specifically have the game on Uplay. But if we're to look at it, the player count is around 60,000. And to be fair, we are in the middle of the season right now, and I feel like the first 2-3 weeks of the season always have the biggest player counts, and the game's always so active because people are trying to rank up, testing out all the new content. But Steam charts do show that the game has declined, and that is just overall player wise. And to look at the esports and the esports ecosystem, if we're going to look at peak viewership and stuff like that, so let's take a look. So for the 6th Invitational 2018, we had a peak viewership of 316,000 viewers. For the 6th Invitational 2019, we had a peak viewership of 315,000. And for 6th Invitational 2020 and 2021, we had a peak viewer of 300,000. And for the 6th Invitational 2022, we had a peak viewer of 270,000, and the 6th Invitational 2023 is in a month's time. So it'll be interesting to see what the peak viewership is. I don't think it'll be that great. For example, the 6th Sweden major held last year only had 100,000 people watching it, and the Jönköping major that was held this year only had about 60,000 people watching it, 100,000. It wasn't that great at all. The ecosystem of the esports isn't doing that well in terms of viewership. I don't know why. Maybe because there's not enough incentives to watch it. The meta isn't that interesting. There's not enough advertising. But I think we are moving towards Blast. So Blast will be running the esports circuit from now on instead of ESL/Faceit Group. So hopefully we can see some strides next year in terms of new places to hold majors, because we've and nobody wants to hold nobody wants majors in fucking Sweden. I'm sorry if you're Swedish, but we've had 4 majors in a row in Sweden, and it's just not fun having a major event for Siege in a DreamHack event where there's 50 people in the crowd, and there's more hype in a college basketball game, more a fucking League 4 football league game. So yeah, so that's the esports side, and it's the viewership numbers for Steam. But looking at it at the community perspective, a lot of people are losing their interest in Siege because of there's a lot of the increase in hackers. So Ubisoft announced that they had a new anti-cheat which would basically change the game's server code and code every 2 hours, so it would make it impossible in quotations for people to find new cheats. However, this has done nothing. I've literally seen more cheaters this season than I have in previous cheaters, which is pretty awful. The fact that Ubisoft hype up an anti-cheat, which doesn't even work, is pretty it just shows that Ubisoft don't have their priorities at straight. Mouse and keyboard on console is still being one of running rampant. People are just using M&K on console blatantly without any repercussions. There's no way to test if people are legit on console anymore, and it just makes that console gameplay just not fun, because half the people in Platinum and Diamond and Champion Elo are using mouse and keyboard. I also feel Siege's philosophy in terms of buffing and nerfing operators in and game-changing balance is not fun. I hate that they to change characters. What they tend to do is they tend to nerf the good characters instead of buffing the bad characters. So what this means, that doesn't make the bad characters more fun to play. It just reduces the amount of fun that is to play good characters. So overall it decreases the overall level of fun, if you guys get what I'm saying. So I don't think that I'm not a fan of Ubisoft's philosophy in terms of how to balance the game. I don't think it's the right way to balance. I'm also not a fan of the amount of content they add. We used to get 2 operators a season that were usually good operators: Alibi Maestro, Jackal Mirror, Echo Hibana, Iana, Oryx. And now we only get 1 operator a season. And most of the time the operator isn't even that good. Sense and Grim have been dreadful. Solus and his army, okay, they've been pretty good. But when half the operators in the season are bad, and then we only get 4, that means 2 of the operators in the season are good. That's not fun to play. We're getting TDM maps that nobody's asked for. Just give us new maps, give us reworks. small little changes to maps, like changing hatch locations, I don't know, like changing like camera locations, changing soft walls into like hard walls, like this stuff would take them like an hour maximum to do, and it would completely change the game, and it would make the game way more refreshing, bring back players. But no, they want to like, they just do stupid changes to stupid maps. Like, I don't want to see like a rework to House or Favela. These are casual maps. Nobody benefits. Like, oh, sorry, only the casual people like benefit. And even the casual players don't even like the House rework. They don't even like the Favela rework. Like, change maps in ranked pool, like Consulate. Change maps, like change Clubhouse and Cafe if you guys like want to make it less stale. Like, change the hat locations, like I said. If you guys want to change like yacht or plane, I'd like to see the concept of it changed. But like, just like make it more competitively viable. Like, make it so there's multiple ways to enter the boarding. Add some verticality. Like, just make it more fun to play. And I also think they need to bring back Fortress and Tower into ranked. I think Fortress and Tower are one of like the better maps in the game. And I honestly play Fortress. I'd rather play Fortress than Skyscraper. I swear to God, Skyscraper is horrific to play in my opinion. But yeah. I do think Siege is not dying. I think Siege has a couple more years left, but if it continues to go into the trajectory that's going in right now, I don't think Siege has like very long to last, because it's just simply not as fun as it is to play. We've been promised changes that have just simply not come out, like a new anti-cheat, mouse and keyboard like being removed on console, and just like better ways to like combat cheaters and like just like to combat toxicity. But hopefully Ubisoft can listen. I do actually have faith in Ubisoft. I feel like they are moving in good strides. Year 7 Season 4 was amazing. I liked the new map. I liked Rank 2.0, even though it had some problems. I wish they could add a tournament game mode. That is what I'm hoping for in the Year 8 reveal, is that they add a tournament game mode. That would make me like feel so happy. Like, a tournament game mode would be amazing to like add to the game right now. But yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think Siege is dying? Do you guys think that Siege will still be here in a couple of years? And what are your overall opinions on the last couple of years of Siege? I haven't been a fan of Year 7, to be honest. I think Year 7 has been awful. I think Year 6 was pretty bad as well, but Year 7 has been dreadful. And that we need to like hope for better seasons, because the last couple of seasons, like Year 7 Season 2, Year 7 Season 3 have not been great. But yeah, that's my opinions on this topic. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you guys think, and take care, guys. Have a good day, everyone.